Good evening and welcome to Baldwin-Woodville High School for a non-conference varsity girls basketball game between the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks, who are 6-4 on the season, and the St. Croix Falls Saints of the Heart of the North Conference, who are 4-6 on the season. I'm Jeremy Nagar, joined by our everyday cameraman, Zach Ambrose, and the one and only Mr. Anthony Stitt. Stitty, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. We had, as you know, a day off of school today. We had that ice storm this morning. I know Ellsworth had it off as well. So not a lot of people here, but on my way here, the roads are good. So if you got a chance and you're sitting at home, either keep us on or make the drive over here.
Yeah, there's exactly 0 students in the student section. Some of that probably has to do with the boys in Amory playing a conference basketball game against the Warriors that got rescheduled from, was that the previous snow day? Well, you guys have.
This is our first snow day.
Yeah, you were 2 hours late.
Yep.
But there was a game that was postponed, I want to say early December, and now that game is happening. So you can, if you got 2 screens, you can dual screen us with the We Are Amory stream to watch the boys. But tonight it's the girls. So we last were here for a win on the 19th of December. The girls then went to Elk Mound for a rescheduled game where they lost 50-34. They were winning, and then it all kind of turned sideways. Had a holiday tournament in Rushford-Peterson where they lost to Rushford-Peterson by 32, and then came back the next day and beat Minneapolis-Roosevelt 67-31. As mentioned, 6-4 on the season, which you look at and you're like, that maybe, not a great season after the last 2 years. But then you look at the conference standings, and the Hawks are 5-0 and have 5 more conference games in a row, but before a non-conference game at Durand. So, Stitty, what has impressed you, or what questions are you left asking about the girls basketball team here in Baldwin-Woodville?
Yeah, well, the first thing that I look at is, I kind of consider now we're starting the second half of the season. We've, I believe, talked before about, you kind of spend that first part of the season working on your stuff, getting better at your stuff. Now, after Christmas, you should be pretty good at your stuff and what you do. Now you start looking at other teams. You start game planning more specifically to how you're going to attack those other teams. So your mind shift kind of switches. But the other thing, you look back to the last few years, even the year that we went to state 2 years ago, the girls at this point in the season hadn't made their big run yet. They weren't the team that you're looking at saying, hey, this is a team that's going to state.
Right.
It was right about now when all of a sudden they kicked her in, they turned it on, and went on that huge stretch of 12, 14 in a row.
Right.
And before that, they had a record fairly similar to this.
Yep.
And again, I think that goes from the same mindset that Coach Com has as well. That you're working on your stuff first. You're figuring out what works. Now this is a time when you start kicking it in. This is when you start really focusing on what you're doing. And these games to me start to get more important now.
Yep. And I don't know the exact streak or record, but I do know that the Lady Hawks have been very, very, very good in this gym. Zach, do you remember what the record was, or what the streak was? Not even a guess, or was it 16 home wins straight, or something crazy like the loss against River Falls in November was the first loss since, was it this 2023? Yeah, didn't lose a game in this gym in 2024 or something crazy. So the Hawks have been very good here. We're going to get Don Timmerman talking here, and then we'll be back before the tip.
Now for our Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks, senior number 10, Fritz. Junior number 11, Trim Darrow. Senior number 15, Bethany Nielsen. Junior number 21, Mackenzie Midland. And senior number 53, Katie Borgard.
All right, those are the starting lineups. We'll recap those real quick. So for the Saints, number 4, Catherine Williams, a junior. Number 12, Olivia Shimon, a junior. Number 15, Jocelyn Shimon, a junior. Number 20, Maddie Johnson, a senior. Number 21, Faith Elram, a junior for the Hawks. Typical starting lineup here. Number 10, Shannon Fritz, a senior. 11, Trinity Caro, a junior. 15, Beth Nielsen, a senior. 21, Mackenzie Mittling, a junior. And 53, Katie Borkhardt, a senior. It's going to be Borkhardt and Olivia Shimon to jump. Borkhardt easily wins that one, and the Hawks have the ball as we're underway here in the West Gym at Baldwin-Woodville High School.
Yeah, we see St. Croix Falls coming out in a man-to-man.
Ball's off the Saints, and the Hawks will set up here on the baseline.
Yeah, good play there by Shannon. Getting the board, bouncing it off, keeping it alive, get another possession.
Carroll for 3, off the side rim, and it will be Johnson with the rebound, and the Saints here get their first opportunity on offense.
And again, we see the Hawks also coming out in their typical man in the half-court set.
So when St. Croix Falls played St. Croix Central on the 20th of November, Central won 58-18. That was at Central. Since then, the Saints have been more apt to score. That's a good block there by Fritz. Typically scoring between 40 and 60 points. Good pass by Shannon. Mackenzie can't handle it. Borkhardt with the mid-range jumper is good, and it's Katie Borkhardt gets the Hawks on the board 2-0.
Yeah, and Katie is really a girl that has gotten so much better over the last 3 years. She's got that little mid-court shot now. She's stepped out, hit some threes. And her post moves, her post presence is something that is unique in the middle border this year, that she's able to get in there. Definitely become more of an offensive threat this year than she has been in years past.
Yeah, but she got a lot of valuable minutes. That's a 2-point basket by Williams. Got a lot of valuable minutes last year, as we mentioned, when Haley Maurer was out, and really just kind of shine in that role. And here comes Fritz to give the Hawks the lead there. And now they're in their three-quarter trapping full-court defense.
Yeah, and St. Croix Falls beat it there. And it's a little bit different than we saw earlier in the year. They weren't trapping quite as much. Right there, they were trapping a lot on that possession.
They usually get it's that second pass that is where they've kind of created some havoc. You mentioned they didn't really trap, but that pass back to the midcourt, if you can
yep, that's when they'll go get it.
Player there, that's when you steal that ball. 3-point shot by Williams is long, and here comes Fritz. I would tend to bet that Shannon's the fastest kid on the court most of the time.
And good look there by Nielsen. She was kind of sliding there as she shot it. You could see didn't quite have her feet underneath her, was moving a little bit. Would like to see her get a little more set.
Allram got a good look there on the cut, but was just off on her layup attempt. Caro goes to the hoop where she is fouled by Shimon, and it's going to be 2 shots from the charity stripe for Trin. Averages a little over 11 a game this year and has shot almost 90% from the free throw line. 19 attempts. She's made 17. Reminiscent of her brother Dylan, who was also almost perfect from the line. As I say that, she misses. It's going to drop her down
that's
to
on you.
85% on the year with a chance to go back up with this one. Yeah, I'll take the blame. Wow. She'd missed 2 all year, and she missed 2 right there. But Shannon gets the board.
Yeah, and almost lost it there on that pass.
Mittling has done more scoring here as of late. They're going to call her for a travel.
Yeah, and I thought she did initially on the drive. It looked like she took an extra step. Took maybe a second to make the call, but I think it was the right call.
So Shannon's going to go right to that ball, and no dribbles in the press break.
Yeah, nice job there by St. Croix Falls to whip the ball ahead. A good position down low there.
Yeah, Maddie Johnson listed at 5'8", but has been a presence on the perimeter and on the block. She's going to go to the line. She's 7 of 11 on the year, 63.5%. Averages just shy of 6 points a game.
Yeah, and she really did a nice job there of just using her body to back in, get all the way under the basket. I believe Nielsen was guarding her, just got pushed underneath the basket. You got to try and hold her out as a defender. You can't let her get that deep.
So our first sub of the game, sophomore Ava Pack is in, Trinity Carroll's out, and Maddie Johnson makes 1 free throw, brings the Saints within 1. 4-3 here, 14 and a quarter left. Pack is going to get an open look from 3. Front rim rebounded by Borkhardt. Beth Nielsen for 3, and that one is good. Beth Nielsen, who comes in as a 26% three-point shooter, makes her first attempt of the night. Hawks up 4. That ball's going to stay here.
Yeah, again, a nice job by St. Croix Falls. Good recovery there by the Hawks of getting the tip out of bounds. Otherwise, that was going to be a layup.
And that was
good, strong move by Catherine Williams.
Yeah, leading scorer, 20 and a half a game. Junior, she's got 4 of the Saints' 5. Pack finds Mittling open.
Yep, kind of lost control of it looked like there a little bit. Otherwise, she had her shot. Good move when she lost it. Nice take by Borkhardt.
She's going to get fouled and go to the line. That is Williams' first foul. Borkhardt averages just under 6 a game, shooting 50% from the free throw line. And that one is good. She's got 3. Hawks up 3.
That one rims out, so she stays at 50% on the year, I believe is how my math would work there.
That's pretty good math. Off of Shimon's hand, and Hawks will get the ball. Checking in here, Brecken Maccabee, junior. She's going to give Borkhardt a break.
Yeah, and Brecken has played some nice minutes when she's come in here, the games that we've watched here at home. We already talked about Borkhardt and what she's kind of done this year, especially that she's upped her scoring a little bit. But Brecken has come in and been a nice reserve in that role.
Yep. Williams with a good move. Baseline, no good. Nielsen with the rebound, and here comes Fritz. Pack open. Off the rim, rebounded by Mittling.
Yep.
And her first field goal of the game. Hawks now doubling up the Saints, 10-5.
Yeah, and that's 2.
And there's a turnover.
There's that turnover. And before that, I mean, we had 2 really good setup threes by Fritz out to Pack. They'll keep taking that shot. And they're going to start to fall.
Another break of the press, but The Saints have not got any fast break points out of breaking the press, while the Hawks have now got a turnover and points out of that. One's going to be on Brecken, her first. And we're going to see Ashlyn Maurer in for the Hawks, in for the Saints. Number 5, Lexi Arneson. Number 10, Riley Lean. And that's a 3-point attempt. No good. That was Williams. Maccabee with the rebound, and here comes Shannon Fritz. Shannon's brother not in attendance tonight. He is sitting behind the basket at the Target Center watching the Timberwolves play the Heat.
Okay.
I got a picture from Terry Smith, and
good board there by Maccabee, and nice defense. That's going to be a jump ball.
And it's the Smith family minus Faith plus Colin, and I'm like, how do you get those seats? Somehow Doug pulled it off, and they're sitting about 100 feet closer to the court than I normally sit when I go up there.
There you go. I think I've been to one Timberwolves game, and that was, I believe, the first year that they played in the Target Center.
Faith Allram there with the basket. 12-7 Hawks. It's been a while then, huh?
It's been a few years.
Maccabee answers back with her first basket.
I like how she just caught it and went up strong right away with it. Dangerous passes there. The Saints get it up.
That's going to be
that is a
3-point basket by Allram. She's got 5, averages 2.5 a game. Coming in, she was 2 for 13 behind the 3-point line. That's her third made 3 of the year. And then Maurer long on her 3. And here come the Saints. Up to Williams. Little Euro. That's going to be a foul on Ashton. She got elbowed in the face. She's all right. And Williams is going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, sometimes your face commits the foul. That's never a good thing.
Williams on the season, she shot 72 free throws. She's made 54. It's a high number. Averages what? They played 10 games, so averages over 7 free throw attempts a game. She misses her first.
So it'll be interesting here. We've got the Hawks have both Shannon and Kenzie Middling out of the game. So
A-Pack.
Ava's going to bring the ball up. And we've got a timeout to talk about it.
All right, I want to thank all our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, the Smokehouse, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Tierman Realtors, Family Chiro Care, Helverson Concrete Solutions, Fern's Lawn Care, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Fenner & Jewelers, Firehelm Langer, St. Croix Garage Doors, Pete's Construction, Christo Orthodontics, CW Garage Door Distribution, Village Pharmacy, Woodville Garage Bar, Baldwin Lightstream, Schaefer Financial Services, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Western Wisconsin Health, Wisconsin Credit Union, Blackhawk Garage Door, Orion Fabricators, Nielsen's Foods, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, A-Star Concrete, TMS Auto, Lakes Gas, Lupiet Ford, DMS Repair, Anytime Fitness, and Bumper to Bumper. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. As the student section is late arriving.
Yeah, starting to fill up. Apparently the theme tonight was dressed like a bleacher. To me it looks pretty full over there for those guys dressed.
You and your humor. So Pack is playing point guard right now. Maccabee again with just a catch and a simple kind of drop step.
Yep.
Tries to kick it out there where it's intercepted by Shimon, and here come the Saints down 3. I think the lead's been up to 5.
Good flash there.
No good, but had a chance there. Out of bounds, and Borkhardt will check back into the game. Good minutes from Brecken.
Yeah, had a basket.
Had a couple boards.
Yep.
Good take by Ava. No call. Borkhardt rebound. No good. She wrestles that free. Trin Carroll from 3. Good.
Yeah, and just good battling in there by Borkart to get that board. Great job by Trin getting herself set and ready. And that is going to be off the Hawks. A lot of contact, nothing called.
Yeah, interesting no call. Maddie Johnson back in the game. Jonathan Shimon back in the game.
Well, and really at this point, we're 9:40 left. There've only been 5 fouls called total. 3 on the Hawks, 2 on the Saints. So these guys have let them play a little bit.
Pack with the board. And they're going to get a foul on Jocelyn Shimon. Haven't got a good look at both of them together. Since they're both juniors, I'd assume they're twins.
That's a good assumption.
Twins are cousins. Oh, good.
Oh, good seal there, and really nice pass by Pack.
And that's Catherine Williams' second foul. Checking in Lucy Brond.
And you know, that's something that they obviously work on, where on that reversal pass, Katie's been taught to seal her girl.
Yep.
That if they're front you on that side, you then seal as soon as it reverses, and just really nice pass by Ava. And something you don't always see people do, that, you know, from that far out, that they're immediately looking for that cross pass.
I mean, whenever I caught it there, I immediately chinned it, so it was hard. It was hard to make that pass from a distance.
I don't think you were taught to chin it there. That one is passed out of bounds.
Good hands by Tucker in the corner.
(19-11) we've got.
Largest lead of the night for the Hawks. I mean, this offense can almost run through Katie, which is good take by Shannon.
Yeah, and she's proven herself to be a pretty good passer too. Good hustle back there to steal that one. A little out of sorts.
Yeah, but the right decision when it's a 1-on-2 at the rim. Not a great pass there.
Yeah, what is the right decision when it's 1-on-2 at the rim?
Well, probably kick it back.
Okay.
The best 2 shots in basketball are an uncontested layup and an uncontested 3. Everything else, I would pass on. Maybe a semi-contested layup, but contested by 4 hands.
So you're going to work the offense for an awful long time to get one of those 2.
No, you're not. See? Uncontested 3. Good. Shannon Fritz. Hawks up 11. Timeout, which gives me a chance to read some advertisements. For over 38 years, OEM Fabricators has been building the backbone of industries worldwide, from construction to mining to rail, oil and gas, and agriculture. As a Wisconsin Manufacturer of the Year and certified family-friendly workplace, we proudly employ over 280 skilled team members across Woodville, Neillsville, and Phillips. Looking for a career with purpose? We offer flexible 7-day schedules and hands-on opportunities in metalworking. Visit OEMFab.com to learn more. OEM Fabricators, manufacturing like we mean it. Looking for a place that drives good times? Head to Woodville Garage Bar, where muscle cars, cold drinks, and live music come standard. Located in the heart of Woodville, we're serving up American favorites with a retro roadside twist. Come for the food and stay for the music. Woodville Garage Bar is a great venue with the best vibes around. Woodville Garage Bar, more than a bar, it's a destination.
At risk of sounding too agreeable, I'm actually going to agree with you.
Here we go.
That they are the 2 best shots that you can get. With that said, most defenses are trying not to let you get those 2 shots.
I agree. But like even that one, that's a relatively uncontested layup.
Absolutely it is. And that's why most offenses are designed to try and get you one of those shots.
Right. And the thing, the learning part here is that if you're going to catch the ball on the perimeter, you catch it ready to shoot it, because as you get older and defenders get better, it's hard to do. It's hard to do that if you're not ready to catch the ball. As we get a foul there on, we get that on Katie here first. Maddie Johnson here going to shoot some free throws. 7 for 11 on the year.
Yeah, and you know, just talking about that, and it sounds like a simple thing, but you look at how offense has changed over the last 20 years, and it is to maximize those shots.
Yep.
You know, back when I was growing up, everybody ran a motion because Bob Knight ran motion at Indiana and had success with it, and everybody did that. For a while here in Wisconsin, everybody either ran a flex or they ran the swing, because Bo Ryan was really good at running the swing. And a flex and a swing are very similar. Nice pass.
Trincaro has 5.
And these other offenses came out of that, you know, right there. That was a classic, you know, drive to the lane, get to the opposite block, and either pass or take, depending upon what that defender does. And good decision by Trin, gives it up. They get the easy bucket. But you've seen how offenses have changed.
Yep. Yeah, and I think what you see now, and maybe less at the high school level, because you see teams that'll stand in zone, but I mean, if you get that horn set, the set where, you know, the A set where you have 2 at the elbows, and then you bury people in the corner, and then you get high ball screens where you can force the defense to either switch screens or stop penetration, you're going to get open looks from the perimeter, and kids are by and large just better perimeter shooters than they have been ever, because you turn on the TV and you watch better perimeter shooters than we've ever seen. You know, Steph Curry is not ever going to be called the greatest player ever, but probably the guy that's more responsible for the way basketball's changed than any other person.
No, you're probably right. And
there we go. 3-pointer for Beth Nielsen.
And the big difference with that too is with Steph Curry, you see a guy that's, you know, 6 feet tall.
Right.
In most, even in high school, you have guys that are that size.
Yep.
You know, back in the day, it was you had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You had these big guys that dominated, and post play was what won games. Not every school can get a 7'4" guy.
That's true.
To come in, or a 7-footer, or even a 6'6" guy. So it's definitely more replicable than just getting a big guy and letting him work down on the block.
But the reality is that these 7'4" human beings can shoot the ball.
Well, now they can, yeah.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns made more threes, I think, as a rookie than Larry Bird ever made in a season. And Larry Bird is, some consider him the greatest shooter of all time until Steph Curry took that crown. And so it's a very different style of basketball, and one that to me is more entertaining. But what do we got here? Is that an Ambrose text? Wow, recording? Wow, that's impressive.
It is.
Question about undershirts. They can be the color of the jersey or black or white, but they all must be the same on the team. Does that answer your question, Zach? I gotcha.
That's all right, though. Good question.
Yeah, that is not legal. This should be.
I believe the penalty for that is a technical.
Yeah, indirect technical assessed to the bench.
Midling tried to wrap that one around. Good defense there by St. Croix Falls, and nice job of holding her pivot foot there.
You know it's a foul when
catch.
2 guys put their hands up. It's going to be on Riley Lean. Nope, it's going to be on Sam Myron.
Samantha Mirren.
Now I got my fouls mixed up. Hawks lead by 14. 4.5 left.
A nice seal there. Good entry pass, and Maccabee will go to the line. So just as we're talking about, the offense is moving away from that on the block post play. What have the Hawks done the last few possessions? They've dumped it down on the block and gone to work on the to work.
The reality though is that teams more than likely spend a significantly less time practicing the skill of defending the post. What moves have we seen work? Catch, drop step, right? Yep. The most basic move. I mean, that's the first move we teach our fifth graders is to catch and drop step. Like try to get the guy on your back, and if you get to the free throw line, we talked about uncontested layups, uncontested threes, uncontested 1-point shots from 15 feet away. Those are pretty good shots too. So
they are.
We've seen that work.
And in some ways, those can be bigger shots because they can affect the other team and who they're able to play.
And that was 10. Riley Lean with the basket.
We're going to have a reach there. So Fritz, I believe, will be going to the line. The Hawks are in the bonus.
Sam Meyer in second. Fritz has also shot a lot of free throws, 31 for 56. She gets better at shooting free throws as the game progresses. First one in. I think the thing with Shannon is she doesn't do anything slowly, and so when she has to calm down and shoot free throws, it's just not a natural thing to do something not in a hurry. No good. Rebounded by the Saints. Who get a second chance opportunity. Step through, no good.
Yep,
and
nice drive.
Here comes Shanny.
Another nice seal there by Brecken.
And Shannon Fritz with two more. She's now in double figures. Don't know if the board will agree with me. She's got 10, averages 11.5. Yep, it does. So Fritz and Caro both average.
Three there. They left the shooter.
Both average double figures.
Arneson can't connect. It's going to go the other way.
It must be like a prereq if you play for St. Croix Falls that you have to have a ponytail that's long enough to cover the number.
It's hard to see them, isn't it?
Every single girl.
Nice board and a finish there by Mittling.
And one opportunities here brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. You can call Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222 for any and all concrete needs.
And that was one, if you're looking at that one from the St. Croix Falls standpoint, they both went hard for the board. It just kind of fell off of their arms. Mackenzie happened to be standing right there. The ball went right to her. But those are difficult when you watch and you do everything right. You go up for it, and the ball just takes a bad bounce.
Corner three, good by Lexi Arneson.
Yeah, makes up for the one just a little bit ago. Hits a three, cuts it to 15.
That's, not maybe by definition a transition three, but close. See, though, I love transition threes. The defense is scrambling. You catch it in transition, and you have an opportunity to take that open, uncontested three-point shot. Even though Arneson on the year is shooting 18% from three-pointer.
And we've got a kick.
Reset the shot clock. Set it to 14, and let's go. You don't watch the NBA, though, so...
Yeah, I don't, but I watch college. I get that.
What do they reset it to in college? Do they reset it all the way to 35?
No, I believe it. On a kick, I believe it goes to 20. I know on a foul it goes to 20.
Okay, so it would be probably 20. Mittling.
The question is, good block there, and it's going to stay here. How many years do you think it'll be before Wisconsin has a shot clock in high school?
Well, it was talked about when I coached, so that the first year the coaches actually voted on it. So that was 6 years ago. Nope, that was 9 years ago. Holy smokes. And I would have said in the next 5 years, 9 years ago, I think it'll be longer just because the cost involved is significant, and with public schools, enrollment, all the stuff that kind of goes into it, I think it'll be sometime in the next 10 years. Good job there by Katie.
Yep, and just stuck with it. Excellent perseverance there by Borkhardt.
But the girls and the boys team, when they went to Rushford Peterson, they played with the shot clock at the varsity level because in Minnesota they do have a shot clock. And is it 35 in Minnesota? I mean, I remember in college when it was 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's what it was at the start of when it came out.
And then 35, and now it's 30?
It's now down to 30, yep.
Yeah, I would see, I would guess it, would be probably 35 seconds if it's ever implemented at the high school level.
And one thing that is different in watching the games that I've watched,
that's Williams'
we're going to have a foul.
Third foul. That's not great for the Saints as they're down.
It does seem that in recent years that the need for a shot clock has actually gone down. There's very few times that I can remember watching a game in the last few years. I mean, there's always an outlier that sticks out there where you wish for a shot clock. It just doesn't seem like it's as common as it was, where you have a team that'll stand and hold the ball for 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. That part of the game has become less and less, in my opinion. It still happens.
Ava Pack 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She is a 70% free throw shooter on the season. So Adams Friendship, they were pretty well known for slow games. Milwaukee Vincent, were they a slow it down team?
They were a slow it down team, but they were honestly, they prided themselves more on just their defense. But they were a slow it down team back in their run through the 90s of state titles.
Jose Winston was the point guard I remember from cleaning up the mess. Katie Borkhardt at the buzzer. She's got 9 as the Hawks go in to the break, up 39-18. We're going to play some ads, and we'll be back to recap half number 1 here in a few minutes.
For over 38 years, OEM Fabricators has been building the backbone of industries worldwide, from construction and mining to rail, oil and gas, and agriculture. As a Wisconsin Manufacturer of the Year and certified family-friendly workplace, we proudly employ over 280 skilled team members across Woodville, Neillsville, and Phillips. Looking for a career with a purpose? We offer flexible 7-day schedules and hands-on opportunities in metalworking. Visit OEMFAB.com to learn more. OEM Fabricators, manufacturing like we mean it. Looking for a place that drives good times? Head to Woodville Garage Bar, where muscle cars, cold drinks, and live music come standard. Located in the heart of Woodville, we're serving up American favorites with a retro roadside twist. Come for the food and stay for the music. Woodville Garage Bar is a great venue with the best vibes around. Woodville Garage Bar, more than a bar, it's a destination. Are you financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap Financial Advisors wants to help you with your game plan. Just like no two teams are the same, no two investors are the same. Here's the play-by-play. Together, we will 1. Make the plan, 2. Work the plan, 3. Review the plan. Whitecap Financial Advisors specializes in investment management, financial and retirement planning, life insurance, and education funding. Call today to set up your no-cost, no-obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location, 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Isaiah Wealth Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independently of Mosaic Wealth. At Christo Orthodontics, our goal is to exceed your expectations. Our care is centered around you, and we want you to have fantastic experiences that lead to a perfect, healthy smile. That's why our doctors and orthodontic teams go out of their way to keep you smiling throughout every step of the process. Our unique combination of lifelong experience, highly qualified and caring team members, and dedication to going above and beyond to meet your unique needs has led us to be the area's preferred orthodontic provider. Exceptional smiles and extraordinary experiences. That's what matters to us. We can't wait to care for you. Looking to get your Wisconsin driver's license or just need a refresher behind the wheel? Bumper to Bumper in Somerset, Wisconsin has you covered. Locally owned and operated, we offer flexible driver education, online or in-person classroom instruction, plus professional behind-the-wheel training. Whether you're a teen getting your permit or an adult brushing up on the rules of the road, we're here to help you drive with confidence. Visit us online at btbsdllc.com. That's btbsdllc.com. Bumper to Bumper Driving School. Driven to teach, committed to safety. When your ride needs work, don't mess around. Bring it to the pros at DMS Repair. We specialize in ATV, UTV, and snowmobile repairs, from full engine rebuilds to drivetrain upgrades. Need performance? We've got clutch kits, ECM tunes, turn signal kits, rims, tires, you name it. We work on all major brands, and with our advanced diagnostic software, no job is too big or too small. DMS Repair. Get back out there stronger than ever. Looking for your next Ford? Whether it's a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a certified used vehicle, Lupient Ford in Baldwin has you covered. We're your hometown source for new and used Fords, expert service, genuine parts, and a car buying experience that's second to none. Visit us at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin, where great service and great vehicles come standard. At Firehelm Langer, your goals come first. With offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo, we offer the expertise of a large CPA firm delivered with the personal attention of a trusted local partner. From bookkeeping and payroll to tax prep, planning, and financial projections, we take the time to understand your business and build lasting relationships. Firehelm Langer, local, responsive, reliable. Let's move forward together. Since 1903, Nielsen's Foods has been proud to serve our communities with quality, care, and a smile. From fresh baked goods to our full-service deli, bakery, and Caribou Coffee, there's something for everyone. Don't miss our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and the friendly staff that make shopping here feel like home. At Nielsen's, we're building more than just a store. We're building a family. Nielsen's Foods, over a century of service, a lifetime of trust. When it comes to your home or business, trust experience you can count on. At Blackhawk Garage Door, we're your local experts for garage door sales, service, and installations. Plus, beautiful polyurethane concrete floor coatings for your garage, patio, pool deck, and more. Our coatings are completed in just one day and come with a lifetime warranty. Proudly serving Western Wisconsin and the Twin Cities Metro for over 20 years, we're here for your residential and commercial needs. Contact Blackhawk Garage Door today and make your space look and perform its best. BlackhawkGarageDoor.com. Stay warm and cozy this winter with Lakes Gas, your local family-owned propane company, proudly serving the community for over 65 years. From heating and cooking to backyard grilling, Lakes Gas delivers reliable, affordable propane for homes and businesses alike. With locations in Roberts and Hager City, we're committed to exceptional service and giving back to the communities we serve. Discover the Lakes Gas difference. Visit lakesgas.com today. Looking to buy or sell a home? Trust the team your neighbors have trusted for years, Timmerman Realtors. Led by Don and Andrew, Timmerman Realtors brings generations of experience and a personal touch to every deal. They're not just agents, they're part of the community. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, let Timmerman Realtors guide you every step of the way. Timmerman Realtors, local, trusted, family owned. Life's full of twists and turns, but whatever comes next, Wisconsin Credit Union is right there with you. With 24/7 access through online banking, our mobile app, text banking, and even touch-tone phone service, managing your money is easy, anytime, anywhere. Rooted in the philosophy of people helping people, we're proud to support local causes and spread kindness across our communities. Because at Wisconsin, we're not just strong, we're community strong.
All right, welcome back as we are closing in on half number 2. Got a little delayed there as we talked off camera about the old days, reminisced about the old days. But right now it's 39-18 Hawks lead. I'm going to go through the scoring summary here. Shannon Fritz has 10. Trinity Carroll has 5. Beth Nielsen has 6. Mackenzie Mittling has 4. Ava Pack has 2. Brecca McAbee has 3. Katie Borkhardt has 9. For the Saints, Catherine Williams has 4. Lexi Arneson has 3. Riley Lean has 2. Maddie Johnson has 3. And Faith Alram has 5 for a total of 18. Saints will have the ball to start half number 2.
Yeah, and looking at it, Maccabee is starting here in the second half for Katie Borkhardt, and we don't see her over on the bench, so I hope everything's all right there with Katie. If we see anything, we'll let you know.
I got to get this scoreboard camera back on, so bear with me.
And there's Katie back, so she looks fine. And you know, one of those things in the first half, obviously the Hawks have a 21-point lead, so they did a lot of things well. I thought Fritz did a really nice job of penetrating, similar to that, and either dishing or going up herself.
Mittling for 2.
On the steal, and they're going to get back. But I was really impressed with, you know, and we had talked about the going away of post play, and gosh darn it, they were going to prove us wrong between both Borkhardt and Maccabee. They really did a nice job of posting hard, looking for the ball, and the Hawks ran a lot of offense from that position, which is something, like we said, not something you see all that often anymore.
Right. Maccabee picked up her second foul. Good hands there by Mackenzie, but Shannon's not able to get it ahead, and here comes Trin. I don't know if you guys saw it right before the half started. Mr. Sell doing his Harlem Globetrotters audition. Dribbles it a few times between his legs. And then Nick Pack takes the ball from him. Just look at Sell. He's wiping the sweat off his brow after that little performance. Good take by Williams, but the layup is no good. Maccabee with the rebound, and here comes Fritz.
Well, it's funny because before last year he didn't know what a basketball was, I believe.
I'm still not sure if he knows.
So for him to develop those skills in that short of a time frame.
Yeah, I think part of it has to do with Williams no good on the three. His son, who was a very good hockey player, was also a pretty good football player, decides as a senior he's going to become a pretty good basketball player, and there was no question about who the better athlete was, so maybe he feels like he has to step up his overall athletic game.
He's
got
to show some skills.
Yep.
And here comes Katie back in.
Jason also in his own right was pretty good at football, pretty good hockey player, good baseball player, and allegedly was a good wrestler as well when he was able to do that, because hockey wasn't like an affiliated sport back in the 90s.
Not for Baldwin-Woodville, that's correct.
So he could wrestle and play hockey at the same time, but then it conflicted. And
in fact, I would say it was probably right around 2000, 2001 that hockey became a WIA sport here at Baldwin-Woodville.
We have a pack with steel. Yeah, I believe it was at the end of my high school tenure. Mittling again. She's got 8. As mentioned, she's been scoring more lately.
In that little mid-range. Good box out there. And the Saints are they battled really hard in the first half. They're looking a little
Katie Borkhardt.
less willing, I guess, is how I would put it.
Yeah, it was 39-18 at half. It's now 45-18. I don't think that's right. I think it should be 47. Well, it says 45, so I'm going to go with it.
Fritz over to Nielsen for 3.
Her third 3 of the game. Love to see it.
Yeah, she's kind of had a quiet game, but very effective. And she's another example of a senior Hawk athlete coming out. Didn't play the last few years and is contributing at a high level. Nice pass.
Shoot. Yeah, I mean we got 2 girls in double digits right now. We have 2 other girls within a basket of being in double digits. I was going to say all the seniors, three seniors and a junior. Hawks can push this lead up a little bit more and get some running clock action potentially going, which means that I will spend all of running clock reading advertisements.
When you were a coach, was the running clock instituted yet?
Yeah. You know who running clocked me?
Who got you?
Zach Campbell.
River Falls. Well,
it didn't matter where he was from. He knew that he could do it, and he did it. And even his dad came up afterwards. He goes, "You still want to be friends with him after that?"
It probably stems back to a time that he was open on the wing and you didn't give him the ball.
It never happened. That was my number one strength. Pack, Maccabee, Mauer, and Ellie Wang in the game.
Looks like we've got the obligatory give away the popcorn time.
Yep, I stopped in at school here about, what time was it? 2:45, and it was, the whole school smelled like popcorn.
Well, good save there. Good hustle.
Coach Com
St. Croix Falls will keep it.
still has the energy. Shot's good by Johnson. She's got 5 leads.
Yeah, good ball movement there by
her and Alderman
by St. Croix Falls.
And Williams has 5.
Ooh, I thought she took an extra step there.
She may have. But you know what? If she can get away with it, it's not a travel. That's one thing. Is another thing that's really changed in the game of basketball. The amount of travels that you see called
is about maybe a third of what they used to be.
Right. And that's, I mean, I made the comment, I don't know if I was with my family or what, I said as a coach, I won't get after an official for not calling a travel on the other team, because my team's probably got away with a whole bunch of travels as well. Williams with the interception, and she gets a run out. She's got 7, 30-point lead down to 26.
No, you're absolutely right on that. I'm not going to lie. When I coached, I still asked for travel calls. But that said, I think some of that has to do with, there are new officials now. We're starting to see an influx of younger officials coming in. There were always officials that when you went to a game, you knew you were going to be here till 10 o'clock because there was going to be 110 travel calls.
Right.
But I agree with you. That is definitely a change that has happened. I really think it kind of coincided with the move to a 3-person crew. I even think that the number of fouls called went down when they went to a 3-person crew. And the fear always was that the game is going to slow way down. They're going to call everything. And I actually think they went the other way.
Yeah, and I think when you're a 2-man crew, you know that your and your partner's view is more shielded.
Yep.
So it's a lot of, I think I saw a foul, and now with a 3-man crew, it's, if you don't see it, you just don't call it.
Yep. And I think that's a good change. I really do. I think that that's something that has improved the flow of the game.
Yep.
You don't want to come and watch a bunch of whistles.
Right.
Now on the flip side, if you do something egregious, yeah, you should get whistled for it. But if it's just a slight little hiccup, you don't want to keep seeing that over and over again.
Yep, that was a violation.
And yeah, that one was a violation.
I do enjoy the fact that former player mine, Keegan Austie, is taken up officiating, because as a coach, there was nobody. Well, there was one player that I had more critical of officiating, but only one more critical than Keegan. And after he started doing it, he's like, I feel like I maybe would have treated officials a little bit differently if I'd have known how difficult it was. Because he's like, there's so many calls that they can go either way.
Absolutely. And when you're a player, you see it from your standpoint only.
Right.
And as an official, you have to see it from both. And it is tough. We've talked about that before on here, that it's great to see more and more younger guys get involved into it.
Yep.
And nice block by Trinity. Getting involved in roughing, and just a great opportunity if you're even a high school kid.
Yep.
Craig Schumacher was a high school kid that I remember that started roughing, I believe, his freshman or sophomore years. He was doing C-team games and making some money doing it, something that he enjoyed.
Yeah, you make decent money for. I mean, you're going to get hollered at, and
yep.
But what you're doing is giving kids an opportunity to play basketball. So Williams there with another layup, lead down to 25 as we approach the 10-minute mark here in the second half.
And again, the number of hollerings that you get, you get yelled, but most people are realistic about it.
The problem is that all you need is one person that's not realistic. So
you're absolutely right.
I convinced
you're absolutely right.
My daughter, who did not want to officiate, I did the reffing camp with her. I scheduled her to do some Great Northwest, and the ref or the coach went absolutely ballistic on her, and she finished the game. And I had a parent come up to me and want to show me the video, and I'm like, I don't need to see the video, because I'm going to tell you that she will never officiate another basketball game because of you and because of him. And it's like, I don't expect her to be great, just like I don't expect your 5th grade daughter to be great.
Correct.
and this is where we learn. And the way that you treat, if I as a 5th grade basketball coach treated a 5th grade basketball player that way to the point that he never wanted to play basketball again, I would lose my ability to coach. But as a parent, you can treat an official so poorly that they'll never want to officiate again, but you can stay in the gym and come back. So it's too bad, and that's why numbers are down with officiating, because we have everybody sitting up in the stands thinking that they can do it.
Yep.
But if given a whistle and stripes, would be absolutely out of their league. So
It is a hard thing to do because, and especially in basketball, because everybody is next to you.
Yep.
The game is fast.
Yep.
There are other sports that are a lot easier to ref, just by the nature of it. This is probably the hardest sport, in my opinion, to officiate.
Yep.
Because of the speed, because of the number of players, because of the different things that are happening. And you're absolutely right. The big key there is to have a good court manager that can take over that.
All right, let me read an ad here. Are you financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap Financial Advisors wants to help you with your game plan. Just like no two teams are the same, no two investors are the same. Here's the play-by-play. Together we will 1, make the plan, 2, work the plan, 3, review the plan. Whitecap Financial Advisors specializes in investment management. Reread the same line, Jeremy. Financial and retirement planning, life insurance, and education funding. Call today to set up your no-cost, no-obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location, 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. At Christo Orthodontics, our goal is to exceed your expectations. Our care is centered around you, and we want you to have fantastic experiences that lead to a perfect, healthy smile. That's why our doctors and orthodontic teams go out of their way to keep you smiling throughout every step of the process. Our unique combination of long-time experience, highly qualified and caring team members, and dedication to going above and beyond to meet your unique needs has led us to be the area's preferred orthodontic provider. Exceptional smiles and extraordinary experiences, that's what matters to us. We can't wait to care for you. So just to wrap up that roughing conversation, in Nick Pack and some other officials do a roughing camp, and I remember being at that camp, or maybe this was even before, talking to a very experienced official, and he's like, when you're officiating, you got to watch the defender, right? It's habit to watch who has the ball offensively. That was Ava Pack with the basket. It's habit to watch the ball handler, but as an official, you have to watch the defender. That's how you can see if there's a foul. And I remember I raised my hand and I was like,
"Oh, nice foul there."
And Williams here now in double figures. I'm like, if I'm watching the defender, how am I going to see a travel, right? And it's like, well, you just have to see that out of your peripheral. And it's like, how much peripheral vision do I have when I'm standing 4 feet from the ball, right?
Yep.
And so it's like you have to see things, but then it's like if you're not sure you see it, don't call it. And so it's a very difficult thing because when we're removed from the court up here, we have great vision of everything. We can see a lot more because we have that distance. When you're right there next to the person, it's like, man, I don't know if I saw that. Plus, you're blocked by the other players, and we have that vantage point here. I'm going to keep reading some ads. Looking to get your Wisconsin driver's license or just need a refresher behind the wheel? Bumper to Bumper in Somerset has you covered. Locally owned and operated, we offer flexible driver education, online or in-person classroom instruction, plus professional behind-the-wheel training. Whether you're a teen getting your permit or an adult brushing up on the rules of the road, we're here to help you drive with confidence. Visit us online at btbsdllc.com. That's btbsdllc.com. Bumper to Bumper Driving School, driven to teach, committed to safety. When your ride needs work, don't mess around. Bring it to the pros at DMS Repair. We specialize in ATV, UTV, and snowmobile repairs, from full engine rebuilds to drivetrain upgrades. Need performance? We've got clutch kits, ECM tunes, turn signal kits, rims, tires, you name it. We work on all major brands, and with our advanced diagnostic software, no job is too big or too small. DMS Repair, get back out there, stronger than ever. Looking for your next Ford? Whether it's a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a certified used vehicle, Lupient Ford in Baldwin has you covered. We're your hometown source for new and used Fords, expert service, genuine parts, and a car buying experience that's second to none. Business at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin, where great service and great vehicles come standard.
And, continuing on that topic, Fritz, for 3, Can't make it. We're going to have a foul here going the other way. But continuing on that topic, you also have a lot of people in the stands that honestly don't know the rules. That yell a lot of things. I can't tell you the number of times and the number of games that I have coached that I hear 3 seconds. I mean, that's the number one thing that you hear at youth
And
events
that just doesn't get called.
And it shouldn't. Half
agree.
the time they're yelling it, and it's not a 3-second call of people that just don't understand what that rule is.
Resets on shots.
Correct. And it doesn't even it doesn't have to hit the rim. It
Right.
just has to be any sort of resemblance of a shot. He resets if there's a loss of possession. I mean, all of these things just there are times that you hear stuff that is yelled that does make it difficult for officials to have success and to want to keep doing it, honestly.
Right.
And I do agree. I think we do need to see more and more of these young people coming in.
I thought you were going to take it. They have a pack for 3.
Good.
So the over the back call is the other one that I
Yep.
find hilarious.
Yep.
It's not a thing, right? You're not penalized for being more athletic.
Or taller.
And so there needs to be displacement for there to be a pushing foul, but simply jumping higher. So if I'm boxing you out and back in your prime when you could dunk, you jump higher than me, even if I'm legally boxing you out, the foul is probably more likely to be me because if I displace you in the
Yep.
air, that is a foul. But you being more athletic and jumping higher, Ava Pack again, that is not a foul. So Ava Pack now in double figures, the third Hawk to do so.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's stuff like that.
And Ava doing it a couple different ways there with that nice little drive. Good move there as well by Catherine Williams. Yeah, and
13.
you know, I even heard that. I was watching a college
15.
game on TV the other day, and they made the comment of, well, that's an over the back. And I wanted to scream at my TV of, no, it's not. You can jump up, you can reach over people as long as you're like you said, that displacement isn't happening, that it's legal.
Yep.
I remember Coach Ashland sitting on the bench with him one time, and I thought our guys were kind of getting pushed underneath, and he looked at me and he said, "We're never going to say a thing unless our guys box out properly." And I heard that and I thought, that makes a whole lot of sense. You've got to earn those calls. You've got to, as a defender, you've got to back in. You've got to create the contact. You've got to box out before you're going to earn an over the back, which, as you said, doesn't exist.
Right.
If you don't earn that call, an official shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. Good block there by Ava. Ava's on a little heater here. I think she's scored the last 7.
Yeah, and showing a little defense there.
So are you into this new age statistics that people talk about, stocks? So it's
You're going to have to explain
it's the combination of steals and blocks.
Oh.
So good defenders at any level, like it's a way to kind of lump all defenders into one thing, because you're as a perimeter guy you're going to have more steals.
Sure.
As a post defender you're going to have more blocks. So adding them together is how we measure. I'm going to read some more ads here while Shannon shoots her free throws. At Firehelm Langer, your goals come first. With offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo, we offer the expertise of a large CPA firm delivered with the personal attention of a trusted local partner. From bookkeeping and payroll services to tax prep planning and financial projections, we take the time to get to know your business and build lasting relationships. Firehelm Langer. Local, responsive, reliable. Let's move forward together. Not something that you're into, huh?
I'm not going to say that, but I think it discounts a lot of other things that you do on defense. I mean, not that steals and blocks aren't just standing out for Borkhardt. Not that they aren't good things to have as a defender, but in terms of a defensive possession and a defensive stop, the number of possessions where you end up with either a steal or a block ending the possession tend to be fairly small for the total number of possessions in a game.
Right. Well, I mean, you look at Shannon Fritz, she averages 3.3 steals and 0.7 blocks, so 4 stocks. Mackenzie Mittling averages 3.4 steals, no blocks. So, like to me, it's like OPS in baseball, right? It tells a little bit of a story without telling you the whole story.
Correct. Yep.
And we get a held ball here.
Yep. And it is going to stay here, I believe.
And 5 new for the Hawks. So I think 4 who have been in, and this is your first look at junior number 25, Cameron Margolovsky.
But you look at like the Wisconsin men's basketball team back, especially under Bo Ryan, they usually purposely did not even go for blocks, and that is legal to pick it up in the backcourt. Not an over and back.
How about if that ball is deflected in the front court?
Still not over and back.
Because why?
Because there's no possession.
Okay. Well, that's another thing that people scream about.
But so back to what I was saying. I mean, they were a defense that anybody would have said that they were a good defensive team under Bo Ryan, but they would purposely not. They would defend straight up without going for blocks because they felt that blocks. I mean, unless they obviously had an open one, but they felt that blocks would put you out of position for a rebound and open you up to fouls.
Right.
And so they wouldn't even do that. And so to have a stat that, I mean, I guess it's got some use. I look at it as does it tell me how good a defender is?
No.
No, I mean, if somebody gets three steals a game, but they try for 8 steals a game and give up 5 layups because they're trying to get those 3. Yeah.
At the professional level, that's a little bit different at the high school level.
Sure
Right? I mean, if you're doing that, you're not getting to the professional level.
That could be 2 shots. Can't quite get her down.
All right. Since 1903, Nielsen's Foods has been proud to serve our communities with quality care and a smile. From fresh baked goods to our full-service deli, bakery, and Caribou Coffee, there's something for everyone. Don't miss our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and the friendly staff that makes shopping here feel like home. At Nielsen's, we're building more than just a store, we're building a family. Nielsen's Foods, over a century of service, a lifetime of trust. When it comes to your home or business, trust experiences you can count on. At Blackhawk Garage Door, we're local experts for garage door sales, service, and installations. Plus beautiful polyurea concrete floor coatings for your garage, patio, pool deck, and more. Our coatings are complete in just one day and come with a lifetime warranty. Proudly serving Western Wisconsin and the Twin Cities Metro for over 20 years, we're here for all your residential and commercial needs. Contact Blackhawk Garage Door today and make your space look and perform its best. BlackhawkGarageDoor.com. Stay warm and cozy this winter with Lakes Gas, your local family-owned propane company, proudly serving the community for over 65 years. From heating and cooking to backyard grilling, Lakes Gas delivers reliable, affordable propane for homes and businesses alike. With locations in Roberts and Hager City, we're committed to exceptional service and giving back to the communities we serve. Discover the Lakes Gas difference. Visit lakesgas.com today. Looking to buy or sell a home? Trust the team your neighbors have trusted for years. Timmerman Realtors, led by Don and Andrew. Timmerman Realtors brings generations of experience and a personal touch to every deal. They're not just agents, they're part of the community. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, let Timmerman Realtors guide you every step of the way. And finally, life's full of twists and turns, but whatever comes next, Wisconsin Credit Union is right there with you. With 24/7 access through online banking, our mobile app, text banking, and even touch-tone phone service, managing your money is easy anytime, anywhere. Rooted in the philosophy of people helping people, we're proud to support local causes and spread kindness across our communities. Because of Wisconsin, we're not just strong, we are community strong. A couple baskets there. I believe it was a field goal and 2 free throws for the Saints. They're within 21. Trincaro no good. Ashton Bauer with the rebound is good.
Yeah, nice position by Maurer there. A little box out. Got inside. 23 points for the Hawks.
61. Highest we've seen the Hawks score here this year.
Yep.
That was a foul against Minneapolis Roosevelt on the 30th, though. Hawks put up 67 in a 67-31 win. We're going to get 5 new here for the Saints. Of course, their ponytails cover their numbers. Looks like 2 Addie Anderson, a sophomore. 25, Olivia Elfson, a sophomore. Number 10, Riley Lean, she's been in. Number 11, Sam Myron, she's been in. And number 3, Whitney Lundgren, a freshman.
And on the Hawks side, you had Mara Hobley come in a few minutes ago. We missed that. We also have Maddie Carey in, a senior. We're seeing her first action right now.
Maddie Carey needs to get a shot up.
Yeah, this is one where you just say, hey, you're open when you get it.
Like right now.
Yep, she's open.
And I have no problem, and I know, the unwritten rules of basketball, but if you practice every day, and it's the pressing, right? You're up 23. If you press all game, and that's what you practice, and then you get an opportunity to do it, and you press even though you're up, I don't have a problem with that because it's what you ask the kids to do in practice, and then play in the game. You pull out of the press when you're up 20, and then you don't go back into it. I get that, but I do want all these players that have practiced and to get the opportunity to do more than just run the clock out. So
yeah. If you get a shot here and you're coming in, absolutely, you have that right to put up a shot.
Another foul on Trin, and I'm going to thank all of our sponsors here one more time. The Smokehouse, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Timmerman Realtors, Family Chiro Care, Halverson Concrete Solutions, Ferns Lawn Care, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Fenner Jewelers, Firehelm Langer, St. Croix Garage Doors, Pete's Construction, Christo Orthodontics, CW Garage Door Distribution, Village Pharmacy, Woodville Garage Bar, Baldwin Lightstream, Schaefer Financial Services, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Western Wisconsin Health, Wisconsin Credit Union, Blackhawk Garage Door, OEM Fabricators, Nielsen's Food, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, A-Star Concrete, TMS Auto, Lakes Gas, Lupien Ford, DMS Repair, Anytime Fitness, and Bumper to Bumper. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV.
Margolovsky over to Carey. To Hobley,
Shoot
and
it.
she keeps it. Into Maccabee, and she will shoot.
We'll be back. I don't know, is it me and you on Thursday or me and somebody else on Thursday for the boys' game?
I'm here on Thursday.
Me and you. Hawks against Central playing for the ball. The rock.
Playing for the ball. And, yeah, we'll see how things go. Right now, the boys are up by 5, looking for their first win of the year. So you got an opportunity. Maybe flip it over to that and have a good night.
So long, everybody.